Hey guys,
Hello, welcome to another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX.
I'm Jude.
And I'm here. We're going solo again today. Everybody's out.
Yeah, it could be looking that way, but that's just how it works.
Yeah. Okay, so where do we left off?
We left off at the part where we took down Zapdos. We're supposed to be
Oh,
going.
we gotta go to the canyons now.
Yeah, the Hill of
Okay.
Ancients. We should go off to the Great Canyon. Let's try this is Sokka, or it's okay, it's nothing. What do you think?
Uh, let's say let's let Sokka listen.
Yeah. Huh? What is it? Why do you try so hard? Why are you so fired up?
Yeah, why do you try so hard?
Your hard work doesn't even benefit you. You work so hard for others.
You work so hard for others.
Well, that's one way of putting it. You've got a lot to do there, do you? Okay.
You found off a lot of mail. We're stuck against the digestive system. Wands can be used. Yeah, we kind of notice.
Sinister Wood.
Okay, but first, let's see, what do we have for jobs?
Let's see here. It's supposed to be about what I think it is. What do you think? You want to take more quests, or you just want to take on to the?
Let's take at least a few quests before we go to the mountain.
That's fine. Let's see. There's 4 for Oddity Cave, Sinister Woods, Thunder Wave, and Tiny Woods. Which one do you want to pick?
Let's do Oddity.
Okay. And we want to edit team. We got everything that we need. Do you want to replace or anything?
No, our team's fine.
Okay. Then let's get started. Okay. We've already got that ready, so we're excited.
I'm excited because I think this Monday or so, or starting first week of June, there's supposed to be a Pokemon announcement.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I heard that Sword and Shield are coming back around June 7th.
Oh, you mean the anime?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that means we get the new episodes, and we've waited too long for this hiatus.
What are the 2 episodes coming out?
Well, it says new episodes, so that probably means it'll probably be around, I think where we pick up where we last left off. You remember the whole Golurk situation thing?
Oh yeah, that.
I believe that's where we're going to be starting off. After all, it couldn't be helped.
Yeah, no news in the One Piece anime being come back yet in Japan.
Yeah. Well, if it wants to come back, it would, but there's no announcement with this whole COVID-19. And the same applies for Boruto.
Well, at least the One Piece anime is going to be available to watch on Netflix. So far they're going to have the first season all the way up to the Alabasta saga that finishes.
Still remember the Alabasta saga. Man, how time
so,
flies.
Yeah, sorry. It's like season 1 to season 5.
Yeah, a lot of seasons. They're probably not going to continue on with the whole thing by adding Frankie as well as Brooke in there.
They might. It might be for like maybe later next year or so, or later this year.
If it does get to that, we could probably wait.
Because all that stuff.
Yeah. Still, though, there could be other films that could be exciting to get out with. Especially like the ones that are showing up soon. For example,
I think there should. I don't know. Like the last film, I think that was like I saw in the theaters was Ride Your Wave. That was an anime film.
Yeah, that's one of them. And what else?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff coming for HBO Max now, so that's a thing.
Yeah, it can't be that way though.
Yeah, HBO Max is the only streaming service that you can get at least most of the Ghibli films.
Yeah, I heard about that too, including other stuff showing up on HBO Max. In fact, is HBO
Yes.
Max that different from HBO shows from that or anything?
No, it has other shows too. It has Cartoon Network shows. It's got some anime from Crunchyroll. It's got the Konosuba anime on there, so I'm guessing the Konosuba movie might be on there too when that's finished.
Yeah, but there's no dub yet, and they stopped because of the production issues of the COVID-19.
No, I think now because it might be on HBO Max. Now they're gonna put it on HBO Max as an exclusive thing, or the dub anyway.
If they do that, then that'll just mean all the stuff that we're going to be seeing might show up in there too.
Yeah, but the good thing about HBO Max is you can just buy if you have an HBO Now account, you can just get a gift card, add that to your account, and then it'll transfer to your HBO Max account, which is a really good idea.
Now that is definitely exquisite.
Yeah, so you can just buy it from like your nearby Target or whatever, and you can start streaming with that stuff.
How interesting. Well, it's a lot to do. By the way, have you checked the news recently about the PlayStation 5 games?
I don't know which ones were announced for PlayStation 5.
It hasn't been brought up yet, but it looks like they're going to bring up a live stream version of it so by June 4th, 1 p.m.
Okay.
I believe that's when the PlayStation 5 games will be announced, and they say they're going to be compatible with definitely with the PS4 games for that. Remember what it said?
Which is good.
Yeah, it is good and all, but I'm still wondering if it will allow old game consoles for that too.
I'm guessing you can still buy some of them digitally, like you did during like the PS4 and PS3 era. I've been hearing rumors that Scott Pilgrim vs. the World might come back for digital stores. It's Peter. It's been trending on Twitter, so I'm hoping maybe it might happen.
A lot of stuff. I'm hoping that Treasure Planet does get back onto the consoles and all that, the game movie. But
we'll see if the digital store will like update its library for like very old titles.
it would be that possible if it did.
It could. Isn't the Toy Story 2 game on digital? I don't know. I don't think so, anyway.
I haven't exactly looked, no. And even if I did, I probably would just look it up and see if it is there.
Yeah.
But there's just no telling when. And on the bright side, we are waiting on other things to show up. Luckily, yeah. Fortunately, I think I know about how many other games might come out, like the Xenoblade Chronicles Definite Edition. That's already been released.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing a lot about.
Yeah, including how much they changed it from the original, like the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 version of the software at the engine.
It looks much better, though.
Yeah, I have to admit. Comparing to the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the original, their comparisons are completely different, but the story and all that would tie up to the sequel.
Yeah.
In fact, I was thinking about replaying the whole Xenoblade Chronicles 2 game for my channel, and I plan to get back onto that. But it looks like I'm just gonna have to go over it or be able to do such a thing like that.
Well, you can just wait it out. You still got like other games or like list that you gotta do first, right?
Yeah, that is the intention. But first, I need to take care of that and then be able to get back onto it.
Okay. I am planning on getting Sakura Wars for PS4 and No Straight Roads for maybe later we can play on the channel. With those.
Yeah. Of course, you might need to use an Elgato to get your hands on that.
That's true. But I've been looking at Elgatos. I probably will get one for my birthday eventually. Not too far off from now, anyway.
It'll be fine. And come to think of it, I better make sure to get a new Pro Controller for the Switch thing. This thing has been giving me a pain.
What, the Joy-Cons?
Well, you saw what happened when I was trying to get to the item, and then it suddenly just went off out of nowhere, didn't it?
Well, it's not as bad as like my Joy-Cons I've been getting lately. I can barely play Smash with it without my character constantly turning off from my attacks so much.
Well, I guess getting a Pro Controller will be just one thing. And plus, it'll make it a lot easier than using the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, but I need to get new Joy-Cons too, but it's so expensive right now.
Yeah, it's better to wait it up for a little while until we get back onto that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still gotta wait till GameStop at the mall reopens so I can get my Persona 5 Royal and my Final Fantasy 7. Which apparently, if your games are still at the GameStop store, like after you pre-order them, they're still there. You just can't get them. That's the problem.
Because of the whole quarantine, I get that.
Yeah, so they're still there. I just can't get them right now. That's the thing. They're just stuck.
Yeah. Well, we're both on the same page for that. But if there was another solution, it'd be cancel the pre-order and then order it online. That would resolve the problem.
Well, some places are reopening a bit, though, so I can wait a bit.
Yeah, I suppose you got a good point.
And if anything goes wrong, I still got the receipt for the games anyway.
Yeah, you could probably file a complaint if something goes wrong.
Yeah, so I got everything taken care of.
Well, that's good. And we at least know about a few other things in mind.
Yeah, the Pokemon anime dub will be on Netflix in 2 weeks.
Well, that's a good relief. And I believe there are some other games that could be interesting too. Except,
such as,
well, for one thing, you know about the SpongeBob game, the remake version of it?
Rehydrated.
Yeah. Eventually, at some point, I might end up getting it, but for now, we're just gonna stick with the whole Mystery Dungeon series. We did all agree to that.
Yeah, like I think we can do like another SpongeBob Nicktoons game for the channel. I'm still waiting for Volcano Island to show up.
Yeah. And I'm also curious about the PlayStation 5 game titles that might come out soon. It does
There
start
might be like exclusive titles that they're saving up for like that gaming convention thing that they said they're having starting in June. That's replacing E3 for this year.
It was supposed to be this year, but with the whole quarantine, I don't think it's gonna happen.
But didn't they say they were gonna do like an online streaming of it?
Yes, they did say that. Something about Summerfest.
Yeah.
If it said that, we could only assume about how it'll take. But it might be.
I'm also thinking that there's that and anime convention that's going to be on there called like from Aniplex.
Yeah, there's that. But at the very least, we will have to be prepared. But I'm still curious about other things too while I'm at it. For one thing, there's no information about the Bravely Default 2 game yet. And here I was looking.
Remember, everything's been put on hold due to the thing, so they have to. Square Enix will have to announce it on its own time right now.
Yes, I guess that's true. But you're right. I think we should probably wait for a little while for that. And besides, I believe our answers will be resolved about every single game, and all this quarantine will finally end eventually. When it gets to that, we won't have to deal with any more of this problem. Right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, just for anything else, I think we could be looking forward to other things while we're at it. Such as, like, for one, let's see, how should I? Aha! I think I got it.
What?
Well, the PlayStation 5 games are going to be released soon, so if they bring a PlayStation 5 console, it might be a possibility.
Which is what's going to be on it.
Alright, for one thing, remember what the guy said before a while ago before the PlayStation 5 games were announced? He says it's compatible with PS4 games. So
Okay.
you probably have a good guess of what I'm getting at.
So we're going to show off Final Fantasy 7 on PS5, how it looks compared to the PS4s.
Yeah, and including Kingdom Hearts Remind.
That's true. What else do they might show off? They might show off like a couple games that were announced but not ported yet. Psychonauts 2, I think was one they announced. What else was there?
Yeah, there is indeed that. But I believe there are some rumors saying about other games just being leaked out of the information. It's better just to wait for the release instead, just go all your way for spilling it out.
Well, it's like a couple of days from now anyway.
Yeah, that's true. And I was looking for the Denmachi Infinite Combate game. I was looking forward to getting my hands on that game, and because of this whole delay thing, it happened.
Isoken DVD has been delayed too. It was supposed to come out this month till August.
The same applies for the Utano Mono game, but it hasn't been delayed because there was an issue with the payment thing.
We're not gonna get our stuff till like August now, which sucks.
It's a pain in the butt, I know. However, we need to deal with this until this whole stupid quarantine ends.
Hopefully. Because I don't know what they're gonna do for too many games if quarantine's still going on.
It's already closed at the moment.
But then they said they moved it to September now, right?
I didn't double check on that, no.
I bet you tell me that they were doing something in September instead.
I didn't say that.
I bet they said it then.
Maybe you just misheard it?
I'll look it up later.
Yeah. Once I get my hands on a new controller, I don't need to keep using the Joy-Con for that. Just keeps messing up one thing after another, and I'm getting really tired of that.
So we got the silver ticket, so we can upgrade our levels, and we got Bart Roach.
We got execute.
Oh wait, execute didn't join.
Yeah.
Balls. Okay.
Applies with Barkfitch, but what can you do about that?
Keep buying more camps, I guess. But right now we're gonna go to that canyon.
The Great Canyon. Let's just call it Canyon.
Okay, canyon.
And that's fine by me then.
Oh my god, I'm getting like flashbacks of like that one Rugrats episode where they go to like the Grand Canyon and they just call it Grand Canyon or something.
Yeah. If they learn how to speak it properly instead just do it about coming up with some gibberish idea, that would have done something.
They're like babies, dude.
I guess that's true. But they are children, so it cannot be helped. We might as well head to that Great Canyon today and see Satu.
Oh, here we go.
Not again.
Let's go see Satu.
Yeah. Great Canyon, here we go. We might as well hit our team while at it. Let's see. Which one do you think we should add?
I think our team's fine for right now.
Yeah. As for the money, we need to deposit so we don't lose it. There. Around 7,000 money we got.
Okay.
It'll give us enough time. And we might as well head inside anyway. Hills of the Ancient. So the 13th floor. So that probably means it's going to be a little while to get up there.
Yeah.
Something the matter, Gear? Gear, hello? Busy at the moment.
Yeah.
What were you doing just now?
Yeah, somebody called me.
That's why.
Yeah. Anyway, we should get this episode done when we get to the top 4.
Seems to be fair enough. Fire blast. And again. Just around 11 floors to go.
There.
Missed. Looks like there's no need to go for the attack.
The Kecleon store.
Seriously. If there's one thing about Pokemon, but some things, they don't listen.
No, like, don't ever steal from Kecleon when you don't have the money. Because did you just steal?
No, I'm gonna purchase for that.
You have the money.
Then I better drop it. Look, I'm just gonna drop it now anyway.
Yeah, drop it.
Gotta do that now.
Because you fall you to the depths of heck once you steal his stuff, and he will kill you in one shot.
Ugh. Don't want to imagine that.
Yeah, so let's not.
At least I wanted just placing the item in back, and that was it.
Yeah. Alright. Thank God he didn't kill us.
It's a good thing I decided to return back the items.
Yeah. He's like the Cluckos from Zelda. You screw with them, they gonna mess you up.
Or even mess with the Chocobos. Or basically.
Chocobos don't do much to you.
No. I mean, like the chickens from The Legend of Zelda that try to attack you.
You mean the Cluckos?
Yes. If you retaliate them, they'll kill you in an instant.
Yes. I saw like a mod of someone made for all the Cluckos attacking you at once in Breath of the Wild, and it's the most deadly spin I ever seen in that game.
Oh, man. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, there's no sequel about that until it reaches around a year.
Yeah, but I'm not in a rush right now.
Yeah, I agree too. There's no point in getting all fired double for something that we can't be able to get yet.
And there wasn't really much announcement for it before the whole thing happened.
Tell me about it. If there's one thing about this whole quarantine, it's about how long it takes.
Yes.
It'll probably work itself out.
Going back to the Aniplex thing, it's free, I can tell, so that's good.
What a relief to hear that.
Yes, you can watch it for free.
Speaking of Aniplex, they did do roles for that.
Oh yeah, they do have like little contests where you can do roles there too and get recognized.
Yes, but you need the equipment for that, and since I don't have enough equipment for it, that's going to take some time. Perhaps it'll be for a little while.
Well, you kind of do have the equipment. You just need to get your voice acting skills up a notch for it before you submit it.
Yeah, but I don't have enough for the closet. You know, the acoustics and all that.
Oh, that's true. You need more of those xylophones?
I already found some online. My mom and I are going to work on that and be able to get it taken care of.
Okay.
But it might be a little while, so I don't think I can start my voice acting around this year for that.
Yeah.
And besides, even if I do start immediately, it's not like there's anything else out of it. Plus, I haven't got the skills for acting classes yet.
Just gonna practice right now with stuff like that.
I did see anime clips about subs for English sub. I mean, Japanese dub and English sub for that. But I did read the lines of the subtitles, so that really helps. They can't be counted as scripts anyway, so I figured that might help.
That's true.
Alright. Murkrow. Man, I wish I could have it on my team for that, for the next Pokemon game. And I really hope it.
Oh, you might have to actually, because more leaks for the new Diamond and Pearl game have been coming out more.
Really? Where?
I think 4chan. Yeah, I saw a video of it like a couple days ago. They state that the Dialga, Palkia, and Arceus will have primal evolutions.
Primal evolutions?
Yeah, those are coming back. And possibly Megas might make a return as well, because there's been a screenshot of like Mega Blastoise going around.
I see. But isn't Mega Blastoise into the whole X and Y series for that?
No, it actually looks more updated to the Sword and Shield thing. It's more HD model, not the 3DS model.
Right. Sorry. It's not that I'm doubting you or anything. I do believe you and all. But could
you
just...
don't have to believe me. These are just leaks, so I don't even know if they're real or not.
Are they official, though?
I don't know, but we'll have to find out later this week when Pokemon announce their a bunch of little mini directs for some of their games.
When is the next direct then?
They say that they will be having something about like Pokemon Sleep and stuff this week.
This week, huh?
Yeah, the first week of June.
Now that changes everything. But there is something else I did thought of. We mentioned primal evolutions and all that stuff. Could that include Giratina as well?
Apparently Giratina does not get a primal evolution in this game, but he's in his normal evolution though.
First normal, alternate form. Come to think of it, the only forms that we haven't exactly seen are Dialga and Palkia and Arceus.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But we already seen Shaman have in the form. So what is the Lake Spirits?
Yeah, they probably might get something. There hasn't been any announcements for those yet.
Indeed. If the Lake Spirits were to get their own forms, that definitely change. I mean, not only would just change how much they look, but their forms would give off something different. For example, we know that they're all psychic types. And what do you think happened if another type of move, like a different type, were to be added in the whole psychic thing?
Like, I think they might be psychic. They might all be psychic fairy if that's the case.
True. I mean, if you think about it, the whole fairy thing was introduced in the Kalos region, so it is a possibility.
Yeah. Well, apparently, if we're going by what was cut in the original X and Y games, fairies were supposed to be like aliens. I'm not joking with you about this. This was actually that was cut. Yeah, they were supposed to be aliens, and if you looked at one of the fairy type gym leaders from X and Y, she don't look human with those eyes.
Is that right?
Yeah. So, like Lysander, instead of like making the whole world beautiful and all that garbage, he was just like his team was like the Men in Black kind of thing.
You're definitely right about that.
Yeah.
And I guess that would be one thing if we think about it.
So yeah, all that was cut, and then they moved all like the alien aspects to Sun Moon, and there you go. That's why we got Ultra Beasts now.
Just how surprising could that be? A lot of stuff are happening, a thing after another. By Jove, that got me excited on that.
Yeah, we'll see what Pokemon has in store for this week anyway.
As long as we be able to get a release date for the next game, we'll get our hands on that.
That's true.
It'll be fine. And for now, I think we could just do is play our game and wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time to kill. There. Would have been nice if the whole gang was here.
Yeah, everybody's busy right now.
A lot of stuff going on. No quarantine. It's so fun if it's just the two of us.
Yeah, but hey, we're almost done on this floor.
Yeah, we are. And we're getting close to the steps too. It won't be long now.
It's right over there.
Seriously, Tauros, back off.
Die.
Ariados, really? Take that.
Hey, here we are.
Yep. We did made it and all. And this is the Hill of the Ancients. There's Satu.
Oh boy.
Let's see what Satu has to say. Hello. How weird. Hello.
He's
Hello.
in a trance?
Hello. Yep, he's definitely in a trance. Not responding. Sleeping on his food. Tackle him. Attack him. Tickle? Alright, tickle him. It's worth a try anyway. Tickle, tickle, tickle! Tickle, 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 tickle! Tickle, 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 tickle! Nothing. No response. Man, this Satu's tough. Asleep? Okay, that's one thing to put it.
I just don't know what was going with it.
Yeah, how surprising. He's finally laughing. Is he? Just dense?
Yeah. What's it?
Okay, again.
Witnessing the sinking of the sun. Indeed. I am Sato. You discern your true identity. My true identity. Are you not ordinary sort?
Guess your identity, that's a bit much.
No, I can tell this. You're not. You're no ordinary Pokemon. You are human, yes?
How can you tell that?
All day I stare at the sun, unblinking. It gives me the sight for all things. The past and the future, too.
Ugh. If you know, please tell us, Satu. Next to me is my friend Ray. My friend woke up one morning as a Pokemon, and without any memories as a human. Satu, you can tell, can you? Please tell us.
The calamities of nature. There have been many recent times. They occur because the world balance is upset. And you're becoming a Pokemon. They are indeed tied together inseparably. So,
Wait, Ray becoming a Pokemon and the natural disasters? They're related? What do you mean? What does Ray have to do with the natural disasters we've been seeing? What is it? Why did you clam up? Please tell us, please.
there are bigger concerns. I'm afraid the world balance must be restored, or the unthinkable shall be half our world.
Huh? You serious? The world? The unthinkable is coming?
Every day I see the same future. Every day I dread it.
To
I fear it. The world's destruction.
the world's destruction. Is that a surprise? That Ray was human. That's going to be useful. This should be interesting. Oh, Gengar.
There we go. That's the end.
Uh-huh. We should probably call this a day.
See you guys next time for more I Am Sato later.